Robert, a strong start to the summit yesterday. What more can you tell us about the agenda on day 2 of the conference?
You're absolutely right, a very strong start, and it's just getting busier. There's been numerous meetings today on subjects touching from climate change to financing models to infrastructure of intermediary cities. Now, I'm joined by Ambassador Valverde, the Costa Rican permanent representative for the United Nations Environment Programme and UN Habitat here in Nairobi. Ambassador, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. I just want to start with, you were part of the climate change talks yesterday. You also attended the Climate Change Forum today. Can you just touch on the highlights that came out from those meetings?
Well, I think it was very important that the participants were a wide range of people from officers from Ministries of Environment and Housing, as well as a very strong presence from the Union of Cities and Local Governments, which they are the ones who have organized this, and I think they've done an extraordinary work. I think the main highlight is that we all agree on the importance of sustainable housing in cities, and this has to be an effort made by all of the stakeholders. It cannot be just public, private sector. It has to be multi-stakeholders. So I think also there was a strong call to focus on action in terms of finance, which has always and historically been a problem. But I think Mrs. Maimouna Sharif, who's the executive director of UN Habitat, was there as well, and she shared some of the main projects that are being taken on in Africa. So that I would say is the highlight from yesterday.
And you just touched on sustainable housing, which is something that, as you say, it has come out in the summit itself. What can Africa borrow from your country? Because Costa Rica has also been tackling this for quite a bit. What experiences can we borrow from there?
Well, during my presentation yesterday, I shared that, for example, we have launched the Urban Environmental Agenda. And the reason is we have focused, and we've been very successful in Costa Rica to focus on reforestation, for example, and reverted our 70% deforestation in the 80s to our current 52% forest coverage in the country. However, there's always been kind of a separation between environment and housing and agriculture, actually, those three areas. So the idea is, first, now we have 58% of all of Costa Ricans have moved to the urban areas. So we have, and this has happened threefold over the past 30 years. So the idea is public policies are vital to have a clear line for medium and long-term strategies. Usually 20 to 25 years is what our public policies focus on. And this is an attempt to have human settlements and biodiversity and ecosystems live in harmony within the urban centers. So this is one of the main things I shared in terms of trying to improve the low-cost housing development, but also the need to have multidisciplinary ministries working together with this.
Well, Ambassador Valverde, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. We do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Now, talking of sustainable cities, which is something that almost all the keynote speakers touched on during the opening ceremony yesterday, this is a challenge that many new intermediary cities are grappling with here in Kenya. Now, I had a chance to visit Nakuru, which was awarded a city charter by President Uhuru Kenyatta in December last year, and this is one of the things that the local authorities are focusing on. Let's have a look. It's late May, and wheat farmer James Komen is in a race against time to finish planting wheat on his Rongai farm in Nakuru County before the rainy season is over. He says the area has seen a decline in farming activity as high input costs and lack of support has seen many farmers cut their losses and sell their land to property developers.
It's killing the farming sector, because you see right now, Nakuru, most of the people are selling their land.
This, according to the chairman of the local Farmers Association, has seen a drastic decline in farming activity as urbanization encroaches on farmland.
Over 60 or 70% of land meant for agriculture in Nakuru County has been taken up by people who have built.
In December, President Uhuru Kenyatta awarded Nakuru a city charter, which will make it attractive to new investment, leading to new employment opportunities and inevitably growing the city further. Local authorities say they have policies in place to ensure a balance between the expanding city and farming activity. They say with the new city status, farmers will benefit through additional markets for their produce.
The hospitality industry is experiencing a boom in their market. There is need to have more food to feed the people who are coming for their meetings here in the city. And that is also now, there is a ripple effect to the farmers who surround the city.
And on the ground, the changes are happening thick and fast. A Chinese company has built an overpass on the main highway from the capital, helping decongest the new city. On the streets, walkways are being expanded, parking for vehicles reduced.
We are people-centric in our planning, and that's the reason why we are increasing the walkways along our street. We are also installing CCTV cameras.
That is evident at the local park situated in the city centre, which has received a makeover and has free Wi-Fi for residents.
Very much impressed at the moment because I can see there's some sort of improvement.
Back on Coment's farm, he's almost done with planting. Despite his concerns, he's willing to give authorities a chance. Robert Nagila, CGTN, Kenya.